resentment, it was the word I was looking for. And that resentment will even cause an internal distress that will cause your partner to be more hostile towards you. They don't feel like they're getting the full package of what they signed up for. Regardless of what was to come, it feels unfair. Disparity within a relationship where in the most extreme cases, there would be even further extreme cases, there is no compassion. But in the extreme cases where the inability to perform the duties and your roles within a marriage are limited, or you're left incapable of performing these duties because of disability, surely there is compassion if the relationship has been formed the way it should be initially, where you have that solid foundation. Then that challenge should just be one of the cogs, one of the things you deal with, and somehow you make it up to that person through whatever things that you can do as a disabled person to be great and thankful, and somehow able to show that gratitude towards that person providing these things and having to step outside of what they would normally have to do with the way the relationship was originally structured. So there also has to be compassion for that person that must willingly adjust to something you didn't have a choice to adjust over. So you're just living that life. Something happened disabled. You usually didn't choose to be disabled, but now this person has to choose to abide by their word and their commitment to you. So that's more of a struggle, I believe, to willingly reconform yourself to a lifestyle that you didn't expect, right? So your expectation is the way you come into a marriage, you would figure that's going to be the way the marriage is going to be for all time, essentially. But of course, biological factors do alter the state of one's capabilities, especially physical capabilities. And then we have the effects of the mental facilities as well, where you might not be as sharp as you used to, or as witty, as funny, as romantic. It's not for the lack of effort. There has to be compassion on both sides, which I recognize and I largely encourage for all relationships. The compassion for your partner. The quote, sickness and in health, for better, for poorer, all these things. You promise yourself to each other, you have to recognize the possibilities and what that actually means before you make this commitment. The commitment is not just words, the commitments are actions behind the words. So if you're not prepared for that, don't make the commitment to this person, especially in that way. And that means if you're not willing to commit yourself to this person, you should not have a child with this person you're not willing to commit yourself to, because then the consistency of your marriage is going to be most indicative of your commitment to your child. If you are willing to in any way compromise the integrity of your relationship and the commitment that you made to the partner that you created a child with, because that creation will always be attached, there's always going to be some doubt, some considerations that the partner may have to make. However, that's not to say that people don't change, because they do sometimes when they see the result of their creation and the result of their action. Some people will surprise you, but there's a risk you're taking. Make sure the things that you have and the things that you will commit to will be equitably supported by your partner that you choose to commit yourself to and have a child with.